What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope all of y'all are doing undeniably fan-freaking-tastic out there. So, yeah, at the moment I'm feeling kind of nervous. At the moment I'm feeling a little afraid. At the moment I'm kind of scared about what kind of responses I'm going to be getting for this video. Now, you've already read the title. Some of you may have already took a glimpse at the description box, and if that was the case, some of you may already have an idea about where exactly this video is going. What exactly I'm going to be talking about in this particular upload. So, keep in mind before I start talking about this that originally I wasn't wanting to do this. I didn't want to do this because I thought it was a waste of time. I didn't want to do this because I thought it was pointless. And I didn't want to do this because that bad voice in my head keeps telling me that nobody will care. That bad voice in my head keeps telling me that I have no right trying to start a fundraiser as a small YouTuber. Because 9 times out of 10, fundraisers by small YouTubers, they always fail. And the last time I tried making a fundraiser on this channel was like back in 2018. And that was because I wanted to try and become a wrestler back then. Good news, I became a wrestler. And it wasn't at the expense of the fundraiser though. I don't think anybody donated to that. But the fundraiser that I had in mind for today, yeah, it's a lot bigger. But it's a lot more important too. It's way more important, extremely more important. This is about bringing somebody back to life, basically. In a sense, it's bringing somebody back to life. Because I'm not quite sure how my mood will change, personally, if this actually does work. But you know what? Before I made this video, I had to convince myself that once I was convinced that I couldn't do this on my own, then I would have to try and make this video. Because if I was to try and do this video if I was to try and do this goal on my own, if I was to try and approach this goal on my own, it would have taken me months on end, if not a year or more. Through the way my current circumstances look, it was going to take, at minimum, half a year. Half a year minimum. Okay? And to be honest, I think it would just gradually get worse as time progresses. So, I think we need to try and nip this in the bud as soon as possible. Alright. So, I'm going to come out and say it now. The fundraiser that I had in mind today, the GoFundMe that I had in mind for today, was to help save Self Standard Smile. Help save my teeth, help save my smile. Okay? And for those of you that don't know the backstory about how my teeth got the way they are now, take a look at this clip from my depression confessions video from back in 2019. Just take a look at that clip. And it was because of that where I fell away from Christ and I just didn't like God anymore. Okay? I mean, yes, I believed him, but I just didn't like him anymore, right? I stopped going to church as often as I wanted to. I stopped thinking about why I wanted my life to continue. And there has been, this is the hard part now, there has been times where I wanted to commit suicide and just end it all, okay? There has even been moments where I even tried to attempt it, but I stopped myself, okay? I stopped myself for a moment of weakness, okay? Maybe you could call it weakness, maybe you could call it a God in my ear, I don't know, but something told me to stick around and suffer a little bit more, because there was something deep in my mind that made me think that sooner or later, eventually, somebody may need me, right? But even though I couldn't physically commit suicide, I did end up replacing it with something, okay? Alright, here comes one of the hard parts now. Even though I could not physically commit suicide, I did commit a mental suicide because I gave up on myself. Okay, I figured that my thought process was telling me that because nobody here in my personal life wanted to love me, that I should have no business loving myself. Like, right, I started, like before all this, I started becoming distant in my own school, okay? I started thinking there was no place for me, and I became a lot more shy than I used to be, right? So, shortly after my grandfather passed, this is when I gave up on myself, and what I mean by gave up on myself was, looking back, I think I did kind of have an eating disorder, right? I was eating at an unhealthy level, I think. That's probably why I did get so big as I used to be, right? And another reason why I gave up on myself was I started ignoring personal hygiene at certain moments. And there have been moments where I stopped brushing, okay? And this is where it gets hard on me, because I've never done this a day in my life, but there's a reason why you never see me smile with my teeth, alright? But I'm going to go ahead and do that for the first time here in this video. But keep in mind, I have not had breakfast yet, but I've been brushing every day this year now, but I'll address that in a minute. I gave up on myself, and I stopped loving myself because I knew for a fact nobody wanted to love me. So yeah, every day now when I go to brush my teeth, what's left of it I should say, I keep seeing the constant scar looking back at me. The constant scar of how bad somebody's mental health could really be. So, for those of you that have seen the comments of Oreo teeth, for those of you that have seen the damage already done to my mouth, that's how it happened. That's how it happened. So, every day I keep paying for it. Every day I keep paying for it. And if these teeth get fixed, the teeth that replaced, the teeth that got the way they are due to a mental and emotional suicide, if they end up getting fixed, then I might very well get brought back to life. I might very well get a new sense of life, a new grasp on life, if you will. I've been trying to like make so many changes, and like for a long freaking time, living with my brain, living with all those anxieties and Asperger's and everything, the constant debate keeps rolling over in my head over and over and over again that there's not enough people that care about me. And if this fundraiser works, if this fundraiser actually works, I have no idea how I'd act. I have no idea what would happen. I just know that I would be eternally grateful, and I wouldn't be able to thank any of you enough. Now look, keep in mind that right now I am not looking for any pity pennies. I am not looking for any pity pennies. If you're going to donate to me, please do it out of genuine friendship and genuine love. I'm sorry I'm talking slow right now, but like I said, I'm still kind of skeptical if this is going to be able to work or not. But you know what? I'm gonna see if this can. I'm gonna see if we can make this goal before September. Now, what is the goal though? It's almost $4,000. Almost $4,000 just to fix the top teeth. The bottom teeth I'm not so much worried about. But it's the top that I am worried about. There's one tooth in particular, one wisdom tooth in particular on this side of my mouth that's got to be extracted. And that costs almost $600 by itself. But to fix the rest of it, yeah, the rest can be fixed though. The rest can be fixed though. And $4,000, it isn't the exact amount. But when I got that checklist back in September, I think it was, there's a chance that some things may have changed. So I added just a little bit extra to it for insurance purposes only. Alright, and yeah. It's going to cost $4,000 to fix my teeth. And like I said, with all these doubts in my mind telling me that this can't be done, I got to take a chance. I got to take a chance. I got to go to war with my own mind here, with all of you in the trenches with me. And if something comes up, and if I end up coming into some money myself, then yes, I'm going to be donating to this cause myself as well. So, as long as God is on my side, I will never be hopeless. I will never be hopeless. So, if you can donate anything, thank you. If you can share this video out, thank you. If you can share the fundraiser out, thank you. I'll put a link in the description. Thank you so much for anything you decide to do. I'm ready to. I want a reason to smile again. I want a reason to legitimately smile without shame. I want a shameless smile. And I can only do that with your help. And if you do decide to help, again, I wouldn't be able to thank you enough. So, yeah, we can end the video there. I have hope. I really have hope, and I hope you have hope as well. The last day that anybody can donate to this will be the last day of August. I'm going to cut this off in September. And hopefully when I cut this off in September, all the money can go back. So, yeah, with that being said, I hope all of you remember to be outrageously optimistic year round, because I know I sure need to be for this kind of thing. Booyah. I'm out. I love you all.